So who goes to hell and why? What kinds of people will inhabit hell? And why on earth would anybody be sent there? The Bible talks about a number of different types of people that will be in hell. All sinners of all stripes will inhabit hell. Let's walk through some of the examples the Bible gives us. Revelation 21:8 outlines a number of different types of sinners, including cowards. Yes, cowards will be in the lake of fire. Cowards, atheists, murderers, homosexuals, liars, witches, and idol worshippers. In 1 Corinthians 6:9 through 10, Paul adds adulterers, male prostitutes, thieves, drunkards, extortioners, revilers, and the sexually immoral. And in Mark 9:42, Jesus expands the list to include any person who causes anyone to stop believing in him is going into the lake of fire. Hell will have its fair share of those who claim to know Christ as well. Christians that do not bear fruit are referred to as chaff in Matthew 3:12. Unlike wheat, the chaff will be gathered up and burned in, quote, unquenchable fire. The Lord repeats this warning in Matthew 25:41 when He tells disciples who refuse to serve others to, quote, depart from me, you cursed, into everlasting fire. Social or political standing will not keep you out of hell either. Per Revelation 19:18, kings and presidents will be in hell. Generals and warriors will be in hell. Slave owners and slaves will be in hell. Well-known athletes and unknown vagabonds will be in hell. Every class of people will be represented in this worst of all punishments. In the handing down of the harshest of all sentences, God will show no favoritism or partiality. Why are people sent there? Let's go a layer deeper. The list that I've just given you, the types of names, you're like, oh, well, I'm not, okay, well, I'm not that, and I'm not that, and I'm not that. Oh, whew, I'm good. It may make you think that only the worst types of sinners go to hell. Only the worst of humanity go there. But that is not true. You do not have to be what we would consider an extravagant sinner to go to hell. Countless souls whose dirty deeds never make the news will find themselves in the lake of fire. Being condemned to hell isn't about reaching some threshold. You say, okay, once you get past this level of sin, you go to hell. That's not what it's about. It's not about reaching that threshold. You go, well, I'm not that bad, so I'll be good. That's not how it works. It is about, here's what it's about. You ready? It's very simple. It is about having any sin whatsoever that you must pay for yourself. Any sin that is not covered by someone else that you have to bear the penalty for is worthy of hell. And when we get to the part where we talk about God's glory in hell, we will see how the glory of His holiness is manifested. Because in point of fact, if you have one single white lie, you have offended Him so greatly that you must pay for it for an eternity. That gives us a measure of the holiness of God. Amen. See that? All you need is to have one sin that you have to pay for. Hell is populated with any sinner who has no one to pay for his sins but himself. Now, we're going to talk about that in much more detail the next time. So I'm going to leave that with you. In God's legal system, there are only two ways to pay for a crime. Pay for it yourself, or we'll talk about the law of the penal substitute, someone taking your place. We're not going to talk about that now. We're just going to leave you with this. If you have any sins to pay for yourself, any, the lake of fire is your destination if you do not receive the legal remedy God has provided.